welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a opposite of my aesthetic makeup look. My aesthetic tends to be very borderline kind of grunge. I love a winged liner. I love a brown lip, that kind of stuff. I'm very 2000s, heavier contour, very like defined eyebrows. Very rarely am I doing a laminated brow or anything like that. So I'm kind of gonna delve into almost this clean girl aesthetic that like I don't always necessarily go for. My makeup is always gonna give detailed, but very rarely is my makeup just going to give everyday. So I want to laminate my brows, not go crazy with my liner, stick to maybe some pinks, some more warm colors. That is so different for me that it's almost going to be a little bit of a challenge. So we're going to do our little makeup bits. This is the second time that I've like applied a wig and things are questionable, but I'm going to remain confident in my decisions. So I'm going to go with my usual primers, NYX Honey Do Me Up, and then the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. See, it just feels really good on the skin. I don't know, I've just stood by this primer for like almost a decade now. I really like her. And then this primer, because it's so sticky. But this primer is sticky. Bitch, that is sticky. Clean girl, how would a clean girl do her makeup? I'm gonna start with my eyebrows, and this is perfect because they are overgrown. Sometimes I hate having such thick eyebrows. I like truly really appreciate having them. They just grow out so much. I'm gonna go through with the Gimme Brow. Dude, I can't do laminated brows. Like my eyebrows, like I'd have to grow those out. Ew, with the wig, these big eyebrows with the wig. Listen, we might be going for some certain aesthetic, but like we can still use our judgment here. We doesn't mean we have to be ugly along the way. But there is a reason why I do some certain things, because I've learned that they work. Okay, could you imagine if I just did this right now? Ew. Okay. I'm just gonna go for something. I don't know what's going on right now. That's gonna have to do. That's what we're gonna do with them. This stuff's just too thick and too organized right now to look normal. Okay, I'm not mad at that one. So we're gonna go in with concealers. I'm just gonna ever so lightly, like, I constantly am doing like 3 different colors. Right. We're not doing the whole face. This is so hard for me right now. I just want to throw the color everywhere. Wasn't even the right order. Would she be using this? No, but I'm just gonna... I'm also, I think, gonna use a cream blush today. I think I really just want to make sure, like, I feel like that clean girl aesthetic is just mostly just focusing that concealer kind of around the eyes and like making it known, like I don't get tired. I just like to go through with the contour and just kind of blend that into each other and let that kind of create its own like middle color. Girl, I feel so pale without all my extra contour right now. This is exposure therapy if I've ever been in exposure therapy. Oh my god. 6th, 7th grade, it would literally just be like foundation and mascara and some clear eyebrow gel, and we would just call it a day. So this is the ColourPop shade Adore You, but I love this packaging. This packaging is so cute. I just think it's so sleek. I just want to take the littlest bit, kind of brush that into the brush, and then kind of start it on my hand. And then once I've gotten that started on my hand, I'm gonna move it over to my cheek. So I'm just dabbing it all around on my apples of my cheek. This is like, I'm telling you, y'all, this is exposure therapy. I hate all of this work. This is not me. I feel like I'm looking at a different person right now. I love a cream highlight. See, I just don't like a cream blush. I don't know. I love a cream highlighter though, so I'm gonna take that cream highlighter. So I'm just gonna take it into the apples of the cheeks, maybe a little bit kind of around the eyes. Okay, so we got very blush forward, dew forward, eyebrow forward. I think the eyebrows would be a little bit more approachable if my hair wasn't blonde right now. Girl, I'm hating every second of this right now. Okay, we just need to carry on. I feel like some freckles would be cute. Little like summertime vibe. So I have this ColourGirl eyebrow pencil in 505, and I don't really use it that much, so I think that would be perfect to do, just to do some freckles with. And then I have, why am I throwing everything? Then I have ColourPop's freckle pen. So I think I'm gonna start with the pencil, more organic shapes with that. When you're doing freckles, like think about like where you'd see them. Also think about where you want to see them. You can concentrate them and put them wherever you want. A little dark right now, but we're gonna fix that up. So we're just doing a nice little base. So we're gonna take our hand, we're just gonna like tap our freckles in to our makeup. It's just gonna soften everything. So then it takes it from being so harsh and it just makes it a lot more delicate. Kind of gonna want to layer different areas accordingly. So say you kind of want some right more there. Also think about this like an additional contour, you know, where you're gonna put your freckles is gonna change your face a little bit. I think I want a couple right more there. So in working in smaller sections now, I'm going to go through with the pen and just kind of go for more that are going to be more dark. It's going to make a couple of them more defined. There you go, still pretty organic. Sometimes I find with the liquid, it's a little harder to be so organic with, but I like the liquid because it puts a little bit more color all around your face as you do it. And then if there's any that you like specifically want to make stand out, stunning. So we just have some nice little fake little freckles now. We're going to go through and we're just going to set our face. I have the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Even though we're trying to break out of what we usually do, I still want to bake right under the eyes and just kind of create some contouring that way. And then whatever excess, we're just going to lightly just make sure everything isn't tacky everywhere else. So we're just going to go through the Hoola bronzer. And then I'm also just gonna take it. This is weird. I feel like I just don't look like myself. Look, we're not gonna do liners. We're just gonna go for straight mascara. Straight up mascara. So I'm using the Man Eater by Tarte. And when I do my lashes, I just like to separate them a little bit. So that way when I put the mascara on, it's able to apply a little easier. Okay, that mascara just really like ties everything together though. So with the mascara, without the mascara, I'm just gonna do the under lashes. And then we're gonna do the other side. Super cute. Over top everything else, I think I just wanna go through with a little bit more of a blush. This I've never usually had, like a red blush. I'm loving this look. I think the red looks really cute with the blonde. We're gonna do this, and I think I'm gonna mix it with a little bit more of a pink. So I have this blush palette from e.l.f. that I really like because it has a nice combo. So I think I'm gonna do a combo of this bottom pink with this color. I want to go through with a little bit more contour on my jawline just because it can be a little bit harsh on me. And you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, okay? We do certain things for a reason. So we're gonna do a lip and we're gonna do some highlighter and we're just gonna set everything really quick. So I've been seeing how I feel about the ColourPop setting spray. The mist is super sheer, so I really like that. And I haven't had any problems with how it sets, but I haven't worn it for a long time yet. Just a nice fine misting spray. And I find that it doesn't leave any like feeling on your skin like some sprays. The Urban Decay one does a good job, but you could definitely feel like a film almost that goes over your face. These are kind of my options right now for setting sprays. I have the ColourPop one I've been using. I always love the Urban Decay All Nighter. And then I really like NYX setting sprays because they're cheap and they do a good job. This one is the Marshmallow. So I like that one a lot too. So yeah. Those are my go-to right now. I just want to very lightly go over with a highlighter. Again, we're trying to break out from what I usually do. And I just want to put a little bit of shimmer. I feel like, here we go. Cute, cute, cute. So I think I'm gonna go for the super like lighter pink nude for the lip. I think maybe more of like a super like nude. For our nudes today, I think I need to step up my nude game a little bit. Essence Matte in shade. Why is it so hard to know the names? I could not tell you what the name of this is. Maybelline shade is 688 More Sepia. Very much a nude, but she's cute. I like her. Let's top this off with a lip gloss. A little bit more dark brown than I might be going for, but this is what we're gonna use. This is the ColourPop So Juicy Plumping Lip Oils, and it's a date. These lip oils, they come out crazy. See, these come out crazy. Ah! Has it been in the shot the whole time? Yes, it has. Okay, so this is the completed look. B-roll. I'm kind of liking it now that I have like my hair down and stuff. It's just very basic makeup. Nothing wrong with it. She's cute. I mean, I like the nude lips. The simple eyes are cute. I like the highlighter on the nose, but that's pretty usual for me. Cute. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you had fun. I know that this was not really much of a makeup look and more just a concept, but it was a little bit more challenging even though it was more simple than what I usually do. Sometimes it's hard when you're used to doing so much to step back and do less of something, but I really like it. I like how it turned out. I think sometimes less is more, and I think it's super cute. The eyebrows are probably my least favorite part, and I probably still won't use liquid blush. Maybe we'll change a couple things. Until next time, feel free to like and subscribe. I appreciate anyone who likes this video, anyone who's watching this video. Thanks for hanging out with me and doing your makeup with me. Hopefully you learned a couple things or took any product recommendations. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Bye!
What the dog doing?